Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me. This for the week of January 6th through the 12th, and I'm using a really old Scribble Prince Co. kit. I believe it might have been one of her first mysteries that she ever did. I've had this kit for so long, and I was saving it for when I finally went to New York during the winter time, and if there was snow there, I was going to use it, but I don't think that's ever going to happen, so I figured I would finally use it this year. I cannot for the life of me find what the name of this kit is other than the October Mystery. So I don't know if she ever reformatted it, but it's October Mystery on the paper of what it's called, but I cannot for the life of me find if there was another name for it. Like literally I tried to search through different Plan With Me's, everything, and I couldn't find it. So unfortunately it's just going to be called the October Mystery Kit. But I do really like how this spread turned out. I used this really pretty silver foil bundle that is from Scribble Prince Co. And the snowflake one, and it's actually really cute, and I think it turned out really good with this specific bundle because I like just the snowflakes in general. I also took a week off of uploading videos. Actually, I think did it end up being 2 weeks? It might have been 2 weeks because I actually went on a trip. So I went to West Virginia to go see it at Rascal Flats, and you guys will be seeing that vlog coming very soon. I just finished editing it, so that will be coming really soon as well, which is really exciting. But I ended up taking a week off because I didn't have the time to film after that trip because I was just exhausted. I was trying to film it before, didn't have enough time, and then when I got back I was unbelievably exhausted. So I am finally filming it now and getting it one up for you guys. So you know what? It's better than nothing. We're still getting them up. But nothing crazy really happened this week. This was the week that I got my flu, which was the worst flu that I have ever had, I think, in my life. It wasn't COVID. I had tested. I thought it was COVID because of how bad it was, but it was not. It ended up just being a really bad flu. And what was funny was that I went back to work after being sick, and everyone else was like, yeah, those were my exact symptoms. And so a good portion of people at work also had the same exact flu, and I don't know what it was, but it took a lot of us out. I have never felt worse in my life, and it was enough to where my manager saw me at work on the Saturday because I called out on the Friday, and then I went to work on the Saturday because I didn't want to have to take another day off, and my manager looked at me and was like, go home. And I was like, but I can't. And he was like, no, literally, like, as soon as your closer comes in, go home. So I ended up working only a 6-hour that day, but I looked that bad and sounded that bad for him to be like, you need to leave, you are not supposed to be here. So yeah, that was the semi highlight of this week. I also went to a Ducks game with my man on this week as well on the Tuesday, which was really fun. I actually kind of figured that I got the flu from them, but I had to have gotten it from work from the week before, because unless I did get it at the Ducks game, which is possible because I ended up starting to feel sick on Thursday, but I feel like that's a little too quickly. I probably got it while I was at work. But I went to a Ducks game with him, which was really fun. We went to specifically the one that was Angels Night so that we could try to get one of the jerseys, but we ended up being late. Unfortunately, we actually didn't even see the first we didn't see the warm-ups, and we didn't even see the first face-off, which it was okay. What ended up happening was he had a personal thing happen, and so it kind of pushed us back a little bit, which was okay, but it was a little sad because we specifically chose that day just to get the jersey, and we didn't get it. But it was still fun nonetheless. They ended up losing in OT. They were down and then ended up losing in OT, but again, it was still a fun time. So that was nice just to kind of be able to get out and do a little bit more things rather than just staying at home and doing the same thing over and over again. But let's get into the actual day by day. So first thing for Monday, it was discussion board and written assignment day. So Mondays are always the days that I have really heavy schoolwork due. So I had a written assignment due, so I used a Once More with Love paper due munchkin for that, and then the written assignment is a custom in font 6 from my shop. And then I did have to respond back to discussion board posts, so I did my discussion responses, and I used a little group project sticker from Once More with Love. I don't have any group projects in any of these classes, but the group project stickers are kind of perfect for discussion boards. And then I did watch some more of Squid Game. I still haven't made the stickers that I need for Squid Game and some other customs that I need to make for myself, so that is still going to remain blank for the time being, but the character is also from Once More with Love. And then I did buy the Ducks tickets on this day. I ended up buying them because he could not figure out where he wanted to sit, and then he proceeded to yell at me for buying them. Well, not actually yelling, but like was like, why did you do that type of thing, like not actually yelling, but like what up with my lighting? I'm trying to figure out what's happening with my lighting. But more of like him like, no, I was supposed to buy them type of thing. So I ended up buying them. But I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji to mark that. And then I actually colored on this day, y'all. Little random, I know, but we did some coloring. So I used another emoji to mark that. And then last but not least, I finished off the night by reading, and I used a Fox and Cactus little pastel Herald girl, and the read script is from the foil bundle. Moving on to Tuesday. Tuesday, as always, is my payday. So I did use an icon and a script both from the foil bundle. And then I did get my insurance check back. So I did go to the dentist in December to do a cleaning. That was the first time that I had to go to the dentist. Or first time I had gone to the dentist in about 5 years. And it was pretty bad, which I knew it was. I'm prone to cavities, unfortunately. Like, that is just my genetics. They're really bad, and I have gone back at least once, and I have another dentist appointment tomorrow, so wish me luck. But I'm gonna have to go back multiple times because I have cavities on all sides of my teeth, and I have to get a root canal, which is the thing I'm dreading the most, and I'm putting it off, and I really need to do it. But I did get the insurance check back on this day. My dentist I've been going to for many, many years, and unfortunately they do not fall under the network for my insurance. So I had to pay up front, and then my insurance did pay me back. So that was the check that I got on this day. So I used a little paper milk sticker for that. And then I did film this day. This was the first day that I filmed my update video. So I used a munchkin and a film script that is from my shop. And then I did go on a date because this was the day that we went to the Ducks game, so I used these little munchkins that are like attacking the other one, which I think is very fitting for me. And then the date script is from the foil bundle. And then I did mark going to the Ducks game with him with a munchkin from Once More with Love. And then last but not least, we did go to a I want to say it was Vietnamese, I could be wrong, but we went to like a restaurant that's like in Anaheim area over by the Honda Center, and I used a Wonton Million sticker to mark that. Moving on to Wednesday. Wednesday I was back at work, so I did carpool on this day. So I used a sticker from a shop that I don't purchase from anymore, and the carpool script is in font 5 from my shop. And then I did mark that we sat in traffic, which we always love. It's a great time sitting in traffic. So I used a munchkin and the traffic script from my shop. And then as we do, we normally get Starbucks whenever we are carpooling. So I think that coffee cup is from Carly Plans, and then the script is from the foil bundle. And then I did have to order a new laptop charger. So the cord that doesn't plug, it's not the one that plugs into the outlets, the one that plugs into my computer, because there's a couple different portions of my laptop charger. That portion of it was starting to have exposed wires. So I was like, okay, I need to buy a new one. So I did order a new one on this day, and I used an icon from the kit to mark that. And then I did mark watching Gossip Girl. So I used a, did I not finish Gossip Girl? I thought I finished it. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I finished it this week. I don't know. But I used a Netflix sticker from Scribble Co. and the Gossip Girl script is from my shop. Moving on to Thursday. Thursday I marked that I was really, really tired, which it's been a little bit, well, I mean, I've only done 2 Playing With Me's, but it's been a bit since I have marked that I was tired. But also, did I know that me being really, really tired was going to lead to me being really sick? No. Did not know that at the time, at least. So I used this little panda munchkin from Once More with Love, and the So Tired is a custom from a shop I don't purchase from anymore. And then I did mark that I had pizza for lunch, so I used another munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that. And this was day 1 of my headache, y'all. I had a sinus headache for no joke 3 days, and I've never had a headache be this bad. Like literally, I felt like I couldn't even move my eyes without my eyes hurting and my head hurting because my sinuses were so congested. I didn't know at this time though that I was getting sick. I thought that maybe it was because I didn't have enough caffeine, that I didn't sleep enough. Like I don't know what I thought it was, but it ended up being the sinus headache. So I used a munchkin and a headache script from my shop to mark the headache. And then I did end up buying a Valentine's Day jacket on this day. Actually, one of my friends bought it for me. She came into the parks to buy it, one of the last ones that we had, and it's so cute. I love it. But I used a paper and milk Maro for that. I feel like my voice is dying. Hold on. Excuse me. And then I did end up selling her because, like I said, she did buy it for me. So I did give her the money for it and used an icon from the foil bundle. And then I went to bed early and I used a Papershire little bun to mark that, or bunny to mark that. And then the bed early script is from Carly Plans because I was not feeling great because we had a really bad headache. Moving on to Friday, I almost said Friday. Moving on to Friday, I had to do a discussion board for my class. So I used a munchkin from What's More With Love for that. And then the discussion board is a custom from my shop. And then I marked that I was feeling sick because I started feeling even worse on this day. And I called out of work on this day because I was just we were not having it, y'all. We were struggle bussing. So I used another Papershire, are they called vanillas? It might be vanilla, to mark that I was feeling sick. And it was a rough time. I'm pretty positive I had a fever too. We couldn't find a thermometer, but I'm pretty positive I had a fever. I was congested. I had a really bad cough. Like we were dying. And then after that, I marked that I had a lazy day because I literally slept all day. No joke. Slept all day on this day. Maybe was up for a couple hours and then went right back to sleep again. So to mark that, I used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji, and the lazy day script is from the foil bundle. And then I had no appetite. I even looked up during my planning that I had to spell appetite, and I still feel like it looks like it's spelled wrong. I might have spelled it wrong, but I literally asked Siri to spell it, and that was how it was spelled, but it looks like it's weird. You know how when you spell something and you're like, is that how that's supposed to be spelled, but it's accurate? That's kind of how I felt. But I used a little Coffee Monsters Co. like stomach cramp sticker to mark that I had no appetite. I think I ate like a bagel all day. And then last but not least, I did mark that I watched more Gossip Girl with the same icon and script as before. Moving on to Saturday. So Saturday, like I said, I did go to work, mostly because I had already taken an extra day off for this week, but also I didn't have PTO. So I used a Fox and Cactus sticker to mark that I was feeling like shit, because I literally was driving. Also, look at me rip that sticker. Look at how bad that is. I was gonna pick it up and switch it, but then I was like, nope, we're gonna leave it. But I was driving to work on this day, and I literally could not move my head, could not move my eyes without being in pain because I still had a headache 3 days later. And we normally get Dunkin' on the Saturday. I probably drank about a quarter of the drink and only had 2 hash browns, and that was it. It was really bad. But then after that, I marked that I took all the medicine because trying to take medicine, it helped, but it didn't do much. So I used a munchkin to mark taking all the medicine, and then I marked that I had a headache again. Because we love it. We love to hear it. And I used another munchkin and a headache script from my shop for that. Again, like I said, I was sent home. So I was sent home at the 6-hour mark of my shift. I was supposed to work, obviously, 8 hours. I think he would have sent me home earlier if we had the coverage, but we didn't. But it was within an hour of my shift of me clocking in and him saying to me, he was like, you need to go home. And he almost sent me home. If I was in a different position, I would have gone home earlier and he would have let me leave. But because of the position that I was in, that was why I had to wait a little bit longer. But I had a little bit of an appetite at the end of my shift, so I did go to Farmer's because I was craving specifically a sandwich that they had, and I ended up eating only half of it. But you know what? That was the first thing that I had to eat in 3 days. That was actually substantial. So I did use a little sandwich icon from What's More With Love for that. And then I think I finally finished Gossip Girl. So I tried to watch Dairy Girls, but I didn't have the brain capacity to physically sit there and watch it. So I did watch 2 episodes of it and then stopped. I will probably go back to it again at some point, but I didn't actually get through it. So I did mark it, at least on here as I watched it, for just the 2 episodes. So I used a little Netflix sticker from Scribble Go from that, and then I did FaceTime my man. Well, actually, he FaceTimed me when I'm sick or he is sick. We tend to FaceTime each other because we can't see each other. So I used a Munchkin and a FaceTime script from Kinsey's Creations, who is no longer open. Moving on to Sunday. Sunday I did Sleep In, because gee, what a surprise. I used a Munchkin for that, and the Sleep In script is also from Kinsey's Creations. And then I did get Starbucks on this day, so the coffee cup is from Carly Plant and the script is from my shop. And then I did have to cancel my dentist appointment because I was supposed to have my first dentist appointment for filling on the day after this, but I had to cancel it because I was still sick and I had a pretty bad cough and I didn't think I was going to last through it. Fun fact, I rescheduled it for a whole week later and I still barely got through it without the cough. So I used a Stick with the Plan Code Girl for that. And then I did start rewatching Friends on this day, and this Phoebe sticker is from Papershire and the Friends script is from my shop. And then I marked that I was still congested, and I used a Munchkin for that. And then I did go to bed early, and I used another Carly Plans Bed Early script and a Paper and Milk character sticker. This is a lot. My voice, or not my voice, I'm like out of breath from talking so much. But yeah, that is everything for this plan with me. That is everything that I did. We're going to obviously put the spread back into the planner and change my lighting. Guys, I literally have been struggling with my lighting for years. I feel like I will never get it like properly right. This was half natural lighting and half like artificial, and I don't know, I feel like I could never actually get it right. Like, at least you can see the foil a little bit better. Like, that's what I'm trying to do, but I still feel like it's not quite enough. Like, it looks, I don't know, let me know what you think. Let me know if you think it looks okay or not. I feel like I always am struggling with my lighting, but it's okay. This is everything that is left in this kit. It's nice to finally be able to use this kit and have it out of my collection, but obviously I still have a decent amount of things left over that will eventually go into my D-stash. But there's that, and I will give you guys a wiggle. Is this wiggle going to be better? I think it will. If Filmy Lindsay gets there. Come on. Is it better? Oh, she's a little bit better. Okay. Progress. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys enjoyed this plan with me, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment down below, and I'll see you guys in another video very, very soon. Bye!